Alright, team. I am sorry I'm late with this upload. I didn't really get home from TAFE until quite late. And, so it's, you know, bit of a chain reaction. Didn't finish class till late, didn't get home till late. Was unable to start this until now. So, we've got the Bloon, Bloons, and Monkey Odyssey. Interesting. Let's check out hard. Okay, very nice map so far. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay. 4 out of 5. Not bad, not bad. Let's have a look at what these maps have to offer. Hard standard carts and darts, 15 to 85. Okay. Another brick hard standard, 6 to 70. Not bad, not bad. Moon landing hard standard, 15 to 90. Okay. Adora's Temple, 6 to 80, hard standard. And High Finance, 15 to 80, hard standard. So that's scary, right? Because nothing is weird about any of these maps, which means the weird thing is going to be the upgrades and monkeys available. So let's have a look, shall we? What do we get? Or is this a randomly very kind Odyssey? It's kind of looking like it. Is it a secret... Is it secretly a Extreme Odyssey? No, it's not. Okay. This is... Wow, this is weird. What? Okay. And we can choose anyone we want? Huh. Very strange. Alright, who do we pick? Who do we want? We've actually got a pretty good range of options here. I think I want to go either Oben or Ben. Let's go Oben. Why not? I love me Oben. Can't go without him. Dart Monkey, beautiful. A couple recursive clusters sorts out everything. Subs have actually been on my radar recently. So none there. You can get a couple there, and then one right in the middle there, which is pretty ideal. But there's 2 maps without subs at all. We'll go plains for sure. Throw in 1 sub for now. Why not? Why not? Throw them in. Ninja, maybe a whiz. See how we go. What else do we want? What else? Druid could be pretty good if you get those vines up. And maybe a boomerang for ricochet. Is there anything we're missing in terms of damage? We've got camo covered. We've got camo leads covered. Everything seems pretty good. Maybe we'll just throw in like another wizard. Yeah? That looks fairly decent to me. There's no village, right? Yeah, there's no village available. Okay, screw it. We're going with that. Why not? As usual, no monkey knowledge. At least to start off. If for some reason this turns out to be a massive pain, then we might need it. But we should be fine. Should be fine. Some of these maps does have us starting a couple rounds earlier, but that's okay. We can handle that. I kind of want to remove this now. But at the same time, that's taken a big chunk of our cash away. Let's just put down a wizard instead, huh? Foolproof way on starting on around between 10 and 20 is probably a wall of fire. So we'll see how we go. Wait, why? Oh, okay. I thought for a second it was just like round 1, but it's actually on round 15. Okay. That's fine. We can let a yellow through. For the sake of getting a wall of fire, we can let that slide, I think. Because a wall of fire is coming up real soon and we won't be leaking any more lives. Boom. There we go. Perfect. Now we've got a good enough tower to actually catch up and make back our cash. And Oben's got his little brambles thing. We are on track. Lovely thing. Okay. A couple of regrow balloons sneaking through there. That's fine. I'm just going to be using Oben's first ability pretty much every time it's ready. Just because, I mean... There is some strategy you can use depending on like which round you use it on, but overall, there's not a great deal of strategy involved with Oben's power there. Alright, so let's put down our druid in range of Oban for that nice set of druid buffs. And we'll throw down some sharp objects. Okay. A couple more lives gone there, but that's fine. Druid of the Jungle and Heart of Thunder will soon clean that up. And we've already got plenty of lead popping power, so we're fine for the next round. I think we've safely begun our journey into beating this map. Yeah, there we go. That's how we want to get started. Alright, so let me just complain about Thursdays for a bit, right? Because Thursdays are by far my worst day at TAFE. And if you don't know what TAFE is, it's essentially like a sort of college, university kind of one step up from high school sort of situation. Not quite university, but just a little bit lower than university. Still very highly valued by hardworking people, and Australians abound, right? So, where was I? Right. Thursdays suck, and let me tell you why. For starters, it's an 8 AM start. Now that's not the worst part, you know, waking up to get to class by 8 AM isn't terrible, but it is just hitting that tedious point where it's like, you wake up, you see what time it is, and you physically can't hit the snooze. If you hit the snooze, you're gonna sleep in. But you do wake up on time every day, right? That's the sort of range I'm going for with this 8 AM start. So I still wake up on time. I just wish that I could go back to sleep a lot, right? So it's overall not terrible, but still kinda is. Anyway, so it's an 8 AM start, and then we finish at 5:15. And I was really pleased with my first semester? Yeah, I was really pleased with my first semester because for that I had Mondays off, which meant I had a long weekend, which was brilliant. And I also had Thursdays cut short. So I could, if I rushed home as quick as I could get straight into the Odyssey and it'd be perfect, right? I'd release the Odyssey bang on time, I'd be home for it for when it started, and everything would be amazingly well timed. This semester though, didn't quite go as planned. And so now I'm finishing at 5:15 on a Thursday, which by the way isn't too bad. Like, I'm fine with that. Obviously I wish I could be getting out these Odysseys faster and sooner, but finishing at 5:15 isn't awful. The only awful part is the fact that the last class of the day, we're dealing with external clients, right? And even that on its own, that sounds like I'm a horrible person and I shouldn't be going into this business if I'm hating my experience with external clients. But that's not the case. It's the fact that the two other classes before getting into the external clients classes are just so draining, both physically and mentally, in terms of like what we're learning and then the exercises we're performing in the meantime. They're just so draining that when you get to the last class, you just want to go home. You don't want to have to deal with people. And when you have external clients, I don't care what anyone says, you definitely have to put on a bit of a show in terms of how excited you are to be training them. Like, there is a genuine level of excitement that's there, which is great. But when it's like a 5 o'clock start, no, not a 5 o'clock start, like I think it's like a 2:30 start, and then you've got to go through some theory and some practical work before the clients actually show up, you're just completely drained. You've got nothing left to give. If your true emotions were shown throughout that entire session with your client, your face would just be completely dead serious the entire time. And the only thing you'd ever say is, I can't wait to go home, I can't wait to go home, I can't wait to go home, finish this exercise faster, please. Which is horrible. Honestly. The other group, because there's 2 groups of us, because they couldn't fit us all into the one class. The other group had it much better. They do have an earlier start, but their Thursday just consists of a really early start, and then that's their clients done and out the way, and then they go home. Right? So obviously they've got other days that are long and tiring, just like our Thursdays, but at least they don't have to suffer through 2 classes, and then when it's well into the afternoon, have to have their external clients and be at the top of their game. Oh, that reminds me, I need to write a review on how today went. Oh, man, I've got so much work to do. And it is a pain. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. And to those that can't relate, be glad. Oh, actually, oh yeah, nah, we got the recursive clusters, we're fine. I was gonna say, shit, it's almost around 63, how are we gonna beat that? It's all good, these 2 bad boys have got us covered. Alright. Come on then, let's get a Prince of Darkness. I do kind of want to give it to this guy, but his shimmer wasn't exactly hitting all the balloons all at once. So I had to get another one up and running. It's nothing too crazy. Prince of Darkness should be able to sort out these bozos. Oh yeah. Round 63 ain't got shit on 2 walls of fire and 2 recursive clusters. Good frickin' luck, my friend. Oh, should we go for a Spectre first? Spectre would be able to continuously attack the entire time, whereas Prince of Darkness might not be in range sometime. But then again, it's always summoning things. They cost the exact same amount too. Oh, you know what? This guy's buffed. That's how we'll base this. This guy doesn't have a buff. This guy is actually being buffed by Oban. We'll go for Prince of Darkness. Makes some sense. Although, typically I do go for a Spectre first. That's neither here nor there. Let's just play it by ear. Prince of Darkness, let's do it. Beautiful. Alright, but this Odyssey seems fairly straightforward. Now, if you're doing this without monkey knowledge, or if you have limited monkey knowledge, like me, you might lose a few lives on some of the rounds where they start you sort of round 15-ish, but considering we only lost 7 lives on the first map, it wasn't too bad, and we could have placed the Wall of Fire early, but I just really wanted to get Oban down. But yeah, if you started off with a Wall of Fire instead of Oban, most likely no lives lost. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. You just gotta know which towers are very cheap, but also extremely effective for their price. Right, so Wall of Fire is one of them, Recursive Cluster's another, and even like a Glaive Ricochet or a more Glaives. They're just very cheap upgrades that are extraordinarily efficient. And then, you know, if you happen to have an Alchemist available, then it's just game over for the Bloons. They just give up. Absolutely just give up. Alright, but we are blazing through this. Oh god, I've got business class tomorrow. Oh, I hate that idea. Oh well. I'm sure it's fine. Admittedly, our teacher did mention that he was going to mark our work soon, which is a complete lie, because he's been saying that for the past term, and it hasn't happened. It absolutely hasn't happened. He marked week 1's work from term 1, and up until like last week, he hadn't marked any other work since, and we get tasks weekly. So he's got a fair bit of marking to catch up on. And there are quite a few people in my class that would be quite pissed cookies if he didn't get that done like now, like tonight, right? Because a lot of people, if you've done an assignment like a month and a half ago, right? And they give you time and they say, hey, yo, you didn't really do this part of the assignment correctly, can you redo it? That's fine. But if you tell them, like, the month and a half later, it's like, why did you not bring this up to me sooner? I could have had this done and dusted weeks ago, but now you're giving it to me at the last second when the term's about to finish. So, understandably, people are a little bit annoyed at that. But, at least I don't think we have any more serious assignments. There's like a bit of a written test. But other than that, I think we're pretty much done with assignments in business, so it's hopefully not going to be too stressful of a class tomorrow. I just need to make sure I've sorted out my other shit before then. And we'll be good to go. Also, people that don't watch my streams probably won't know this. Link in the description, by the way, if you're interested. That was my attempt at like finger guns, but then I realized you couldn't actually see them, so I did little flick. Anyway, you can imagine it. But yeah, so people that haven't been watching my streams, I've been playing a lot of BTD battles in preparation for BTD battles 2, right? Where you get your little hero and you get a few powers and then nothing's super overpowered and strong, but they're still probably going to find a way to put microtransactions in it if the game isn't free to start with. But yeah, I've been playing a little bit of battles. Admittedly, my relationship with BTD battles is very on and off. Like, I think I first started playing battles on my iPad, and then at some point I deleted it, and then I would have reinstalled it, but then I would have had to start from the start again. So then I got up to that same level that I got to last time, and then I deleted it, and then I would have reinstalled it again, maybe on my iPod or iPhone or my phone later in life. And then I would have got bored of it, and then I would have deleted it. And now that I have it on Steam, I feel like I'm finally in a lock-in contract with the game. Like, I'm officially engaged enough to not delete it and not lose all my progress. So, you know, at least that's good. Alright, round 6. How do we want to start this off? How do we want to tackle round 6? Let's just see what round 6 is. Green balloons, red balloons, probably some blue balloons in there. Okay. How do we want to start this? Let's go with... Shall we try a wizard start? It's not a very good start. Let's go ninja. Sadly, we are $50 off of Oban. So let's see if ninja can do this. It isn't the greatest of pop and power, but seems to have done well so far. Okay, that's not bad. That is genuinely not bad. Okay, we're not going to fall for getting Seeking Shuriken. I do warn people against this. Seeking Shuriken is an inferior upgrade compared to Ninja Discipline. So even if it does mean tanking a few more lives, it's better to save up to Ninja Discipline first. So yeah, we can live without those lives. We can live. Admittedly, that is more than half of our lives gone, but let's just see. What's the next few maps, huh? Plenty of cash to start off with. This is better placement available on this map in general, so I think that would be fine. And plenty of cash to start off with. Yeah, we should be perfectly fine. And as usual, highly recommend minimum mana shield. Monkey knowledge is just godly. You get that and you're sorted in this game. Like 9 times out of 10. It's absolutely brilliant. Would recommend it every single time to every single person, regardless of if you're playing Chimps mode or not. Just yeah. if there's one monkey knowledge in this game that I'd have to recommend no matter what, it's that one, Mana Shield. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I believe it's in the magic skill line, or the magic monkey knowledge skill tree, and it gives you a little plus 25 lives. Now that doesn't seem super great, you just start off with an extra 25 lives, but no. You don't just start off with an extra 25 lives. You start off with a refillable container that happens to be 25 lives. So you'll actually get the 25 lives, but then if you lose some of them, or if you lose them all, but then the next few rounds you don't lose any, they start to refill, which is beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Honestly, quite possibly the best upgrade in this game. Quite possibly. Free Dart Monkey is up there though. Free Dart Monkey and that, as well as starting off with 200 extra cash. All very strong contenders. Alright, where do we want this wizard? I'm thinking here. Classic Wall of Fire. And this is good that we're building up all of our magic monkeys around Oban as well. Because although he does specialize in working with druids a lot, he still does buff other magic monkeys quite well. I don't know when exactly, maybe like level 11 or something, but he still gives plenty of assistance in other cases. And we're only going around 70, so we should be fine. Alright, let's sort out our recursive cluster situation. I think I want one on this side of Oban, just closer to the start of the track. And then one probably on this side of the wizard. Just to make sure everything's all sorted and all good. Alright. But yeah, so far so good. Okay. Not bad at all. Keep it up. Come on, Bomb Shooter, you can do it. Just a few more reps. just full on go personal trainer on this. Just like, come on, Oban, pick up the slack. What are you doing? Actually, no, that's more of a coach rather than a personal trainer. I'm not here to yell at you if you don't want me to. That's the main thing behind being a PT. I won't yell if you don't want me to, but if you want me to, I'll yell at you. Whereas a coach is, I'm yelling at you, you better listen. Or it's, I'm yelling at you, why aren't you listening? Alright. We should have enough firepower for round 40. If not, I will save up this brambles use. This is one of the few times brambles is actually useful to sort of plan out when you're going to use it. Just in general, you know, it's going to suck if you try and set them up for like placing multiple of them before a certain round to have them stack, only to find out that that round was actually a lot more difficult than you thought. See, and just like that, that could have easily gone south if the brambles weren't there. And it didn't pop in time. But we're good now. We're good. So, I want to get a shimmer. Just so that camos aren't a problem. Just like that. That is what I'm trying to avoid here. And you know what? We'll start off with a sub. Just because it's a good piece of backup damage. We'll only get it to airburst. Just because that's actually pretty strong just in and of itself. You don't really need a whole lot more than that. And now we can start working on our aerial damage as well, which is perfect. Damn, I didn't realize we dropped all the way down to 18 lives. It shouldn't be bad. Shouldn't be bad. All we have to do is make sure we start off well on Adora's Temple and we'll be fine. And I'm sure there's plenty of ways to do that with the towers we've got. Plenty of opportunities. Even if we have to pull something like we did last time when we played Adora's Temple, where I started off with, I think it was something really stupid. Like, I started off using a hero for the first round, and then the hero couldn't beat the next round, so I sold it and then bought something better. It was wild, but it worked well. Oh, that was it. I bought a Dartling Gunner instead. Let's actually go for triple guns. I know we had a pretty good amount of popping power there, but triple guns just makes me feel a bit more safe. Okay, yeah. We're pretty good for now. Now we can start spamming Oben's ability like it's nothing again. Ooh. Bing! Alright. Yeah, so this is the point in time where I start saving up for something big. We could actually go for this. Oh, actually, no, we got Wall of Trees. We don't have to. No, we'll just go straight for the Spectre. I was going to say we could go for Unpopped Army, but realistically, if we're not in trouble of losing, we probably don't have to. We can probably just sort of leave it as is and survive until the Spectre, which will be a lot more damage. A lot more damage than the Unpopped Army, not the Prince of Darkness. Prince of Darkness is gonna absolutely slaughter. Oh, I love this. Easy money with Oben. Thank you. Easy money. Alright, and then our Spectre, our Never Miss Darts is currently cleaning up. We should be getting a Spectre before round 60 here. Camo Leads is covered. Spectre is achieved. We're good to go. Absolutely good to go. Alright. So now we'll get the Necromancer. The old unpopped army. And start working on our Prince of Darkness. Easy as so far. Looking pretty damn good. But yeah, sorry again guys for the late upload, but honestly, you guys don't need my help for this. And if you're watching, not because you need help, but because you just like watching the videos, then hey, I very much appreciate that. I've been thinking about doing some speedruns lately. Like, it's the kind of thing you think about for a while, but you just don't really get started that easily. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas for what games I should speedrun, let me know. Because there's a bunch of them out there. Like, there are a crap ton of games people have been speedrunning. Like, I know BTD6 is even a speedrunnable game. So, you know, I might even try one of those, which I think would be interesting. Minecraft, very, very, very bad at doing that. I think the fastest time I've ever gone to the Nether would have been like an hour. You know, so trying to speedrun the whole game in less than 20 minutes or some shit, whatever the current record is like insano for me right now. So I don't really have high hopes in that, and it doesn't look like we're going to be able to afford super fancy upgrades, so we'll just buy random bits and pieces to help out with the final fight. Final fight, round 70. Oh, didn't even need it. Alright, so there you go. That's the first part of the Odyssey. It doesn't look too bad, to be honest. These last 3 maps shouldn't be too taxing, but we'll see. Part 2, as usual, coming out tomorrow. So I guess I'll see you guys then. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.